Good morning, everyone. First of all, like I said, I always have to say thank you because I know if you're tuning in to the Daily Glows that you're enjoying what you're hearing, but also I hope that you're getting the tools that you need to start to heal, to start to glow, and to shine a light on anything that is dark in your life. So, yesterday I spoke about John 10 and 10, and the first part of John 10 and 10 was about the thief. So I told you guys yesterday that once you identify who is the one stealing your stuff, you now know how to get your stuff back and who to get it from. I explained to everyone yesterday about who the enemy really is, and it's really the devil. And anything that comes at you that blocks you from living the abundant life that I'm about to speak about today, that is an enemy, and it's your job to fight against that. So, the ending part in the daily glow of the day is I live a rich, abundant, and satisfying life. To the world and to people that might hear this, you'll think I'm talking about money. And my life has nothing to do with money. I get it. Money is a tool. And if anyone is listening to this, we need money in order to survive in this world. This is true. But money is not the anchor. It shouldn't be what drives you, if you understand. The richest people in the world, and we all know this, commit suicide daily. Yeah, you can have everything that you want in life. You can have a quote unquote rich life on the outside, but I talk to people daily who are poor, who are empty on the inside. What John 10 and 10 says towards the end is the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But Jesus Christ, comes to give you life and life abundantly. Abundance has nothing to do with finances, but it has everything to do with how you feel inside. That's why I love therapy, and that's why I'm a therapist. I finally understood, even about myself from a very early age, that when my mood was off, my day was off. If I didn't feel good about myself, whatever is pretty much how I explain it to my clients is what you have on the inside is what you'll have on the outside. I can honestly say that I live a rich, abundant, and satisfying life because of everything I have on the inside. I'm never empty. I spoke last week about the fruits of the Spirit, which are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. I still work on the self control part. I ain't a killer, but people be trying to push me. But for the most part, I have an abundance of these things. I can give them away so freely because I know that I'm never empty because I know who gave it to me. So, friends, today, all I want to do is explain to you how to obtain a rich, abundant, and satisfying life. The first point I want to give you is it all starts through Christ Jesus. I get it. Some people that'll be listening this today, you don't believe in God. You don't believe in Jesus, and I understand that. But again, like I said, you can have all the money in the world, but if your heart is not right, if you don't have love, if you don't have joy, if you don't have peace, these things, these spiritual things, your life will not ever be as good and as satisfying as you would want it to be. Every day, how I start my day, I talk to God, I talk to Jesus, I set my own mood, I ask Him for things, I pray. I'm gonna get to all the list, but that was one. What I've came to understand is I have a true intimate relationship with Jesus Christ. I tell everybody, I don't even know why people bother me because I'm going to tell him about you. And when I do, I promise you, he has my back 100%. I'm cool because I know I have someone that is always going to be protecting me. I don't worry about much. The second thing is you have to have an abundant attitude. You have to set your mind that I have everything that I need. A lot of times, we as people, we're so busy looking at what everybody else has that we don't take the time to just be thankful for what we do have. We really have an abundant life if we understand how much we have inside of us. The third is be grateful. My Monday motivation, and I thank you guys for listening to it, was having an attitude of gratitude. When you're grateful for the things that you do have, you start to get more because your attitude is just like everything that I have is good. Again, like I say, you can have everything in the world and you can still feel poor if you empty inside. So you start off by just being grateful, whether that's just open your eyes up in the morning, whether it's the fact that you got food on your table, the fact that you have a job in a time where people are having the hardest time even getting unemployment. Be grateful for the small things because it builds up over time to an abundance. The fourth is to smile. I just smile because I know it bothers people. And that's the truth. Smiling laughter is a mood changer. I explain it to my clients that that's pretty one of my coping skills is I watch funny movies. I find things to lift my spirit up daily. I even laugh at my issues. I laugh at my problems because like how I explained it, if someone really bothers me, I don't really bother people. So if they're bothering me, I understand that I'm bothering them. And that makes me laugh even harder. And the fifth, you have to have a great morning routine for yourself. Um, I've shared this in one of the daily glows is you get a chance to set your own atmosphere. It doesn't matter what's going on at your job. It doesn't matter what's going on with another person. It doesn't matter what's going on with the world. You have control over yourself. You have control over your world. My morning routine, as I've shared, is I get up every morning grateful. I already thanking God for this new day. I read my Bible. I pray. I make sure my kids are straight. I drink my coffee. I sit on my porch and I watch the birds. And as simple as that is, I literally have the best days of my life because I've already set my morning off good. A morning routine is so important. I used to be a person that I would wait until like 30 minutes before I had to leave out the door to get dressed and never took time to just be to myself. Whether you're in a relationship, whether you're single, self care is so important because everything ends and begins with you. If you straight 90% of the time, your life is going to be straight. And this is facts. The sixth is knowing who you are and whose you are. See, I've known very early on who Gail is. So when I used to hear the opposite in the streets, like about what Gail is and who she is, I'd be like, oh no, I gotta set this person straight. I've been working on that. That's the self control part. But I know who Gail is. I know my weaknesses. I know my strengths. I know my flaws. I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not good at. And most importantly, I know whose I am. When you read the Bible, and I have this one day, but God made us beautifully. He made us all with a purpose. And when I understood what my destiny was, what my assignment was, I don't waste my time on what I don't have, who I'm not, my flaws. I focus on every great quality. It's a difference between being boastful and just wanting to better yourself and be a better person. I'm a better person because I focus on the positive about myself and I don't really too much pay attention to my negative. And again, that goes back to just having a grateful attitude. It's about what you have, not what you don't have. The seventh is see your glass half full and not empty. It goes back to my message yesterday. When the lady came to King Elijah, he told her to go back home and figure out what she had. She was thinking of finances and she was telling him, like, I'm in debt. But he told her, no, you have more than you think you have. If we focus on what we don't have, we will never appreciate and understand the things that we do have. I love hourglasses because I turn them upside down so much because you can decide whether or not you empty or you full. Focus on the good things, what you do have. The eighth is godly connections and friendships. I had to go through a lot of bad friendships to understand the people in my life who were good. Everyone that I have around me now, thinks like me. People put it as like mindedness. I don't hang around people that are negative. I don't hang around people that gossip about other people. I set my atmosphere by who I'm around and if they like the things that I like. See, when you're around negative people, that's what you're going to be is negative. They say birds of a feather flock together, and that's so true. I don't connect myself to energy drainers, is what I call them, because they will drain you of every good thing that you have. Make sure everything and everyone that you're connected to is good for you. It'll bless your life. The ninth is build on what you have. Like I explained yesterday, when I went through a season of loss, for a while I focused on everything that I had lost, not really paying attention to the things that I have. When I started to change my focus on the things that I have, I'm now an author of a book. I now have the strong foundation. I now have my counseling agency. I now have a lot because what God will help you do is build on what you have. You cannot focus on what you don't have or what you've lost. You got to work with what you got. Goes back to being grateful. And the 10th, friends, is enjoy your day daily. Like I said, I don't share too much about what goes on with my day to day because I understand now, um, not being secretive, but about being private. Everything that is really good in my life, I keep to myself. I keep to my heart, and I enjoy that because I understand that one day I wake up, I might not get the opportunity to again. When you can just enjoy your day for what you have, I live in the present while I'm building towards my future, but it doesn't negate the fact that I gotta live in this day. I enjoy my day. Like I said, I laugh constantly. Even my clients be like, "Yeah, that wasn't really funny, but to me, it do for me." So, friends, I just want to ask you today: what is it that you do have? What can you build off of? These are ways that you can have an abundant life, but you got to see your glass as half full and not empty. Friends, I just gave you some really good tips on how to start living a rich, an abundant, and satisfying life. And when you have it inwardly, it comes out outwardly. I'm telling you what I know. Have a blessed day, friends, and remember to glow.